Hello, Dragomir. What's
Traveling
up?
so far from home, out here you have to be careful, especially when you're all by yourself.
What you doing here?
What are you doing out here?
Well, the tavern is too expensive for me. That's why I settled here. The previous inhabitants don't seem to need it anymore.
Yeah, that's a pretty good voice. And he looks very trustworthy. I especially like this little thing that he's got with the graying hair in the front.
Who used to live in this camp?
No idea. Probably some hunters. I suppose it got too dangerous for them out here.
Isn't it too dangerous out here?
Well, not if you can defend yourself. My crossbow has already proven to be of service many times.
It's not all that big.
But deadly, if you know how to handle it. I used to have a bigger one. Unfortunately, I lost it. I ventured too far north into the mountains. There's a big stone circle there with a sacrificial altar. While I was hunting scavengers up there, these vile undead beings came out of the woods and attacked me. All I could do was run for my life. While I was running, the crossbow slipped from my hand. I bet it's still lying up there by that strange stone circle in the north.
Can you teach me? No, I found a crossbow.
Here, I found your crossbow.
Indeed, this is mine. Don't tell me you were up by the stone circle.
Most certainly.
That was pretty reckless of you, but thanks anyway. Naturally, I'll repay this deed. I hope this is enough.
If this was a Bethesda game, the crossbow wouldn't exist until you talk to the guy. Yeah.
Can you teach me something?
Before I teach you anything, you'll have to improve your dexterity.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think there would be a requirement like this. That's actually pretty nice. It makes sense, because why would he teach handling crossbows to someone who can't even handle a butter knife with any kind of dexterity? Unless it's Morrowind, aka the good one. Morrowind was good, but I really like Oblivion too.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Honestly, all three of them, Morrowind, Oblivion and Skyrim, are really good, but my favorite would still be Oblivion.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Oh, by the way, tomorrow is the 10th anniversary of Skyrim. So I wonder what kind of special edition, Smart Fridge Skyrim edition, will come out tomorrow. Okay, we... You didn't play Oblivion, but that's when they started to dumb down their formula. I mean, yeah, that's the one that had fast travel first, because Morrowind didn't really have fast travel besides the taxi service. So that doesn't really count, does it? He likes Skyrim the most because it's so simple. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the game being simple. I am honestly of that opinion. But I do think that there should be an option to have these conveniences. Oh no, these are undead creatures. Okay, I'm gonna die because I wasn't hitting this goblin. The game is repetitive? Yeah, that kind of is the case, isn't it? But it's not about... To me, it's not about the repetitiveness. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to fight these stupid skeleton goblins because they're actually kind of hard to hit. Come here. Why did only one of them decide to try to follow me?
Nothing there.
Okay, we good? What do we have here? An herb. Oh, oh, there's two more of them. I see at least two more of them. Can't target them because they're behind this rock here, but I don't want to be fighting that. At least not right now. Wait, but we do want to go to Sagita though. Some blood flies that way. Yeah, we don't have to go to Sagita because we're gonna have a quest to go to her anyway. So we can do two of those things at the same time. And that's her house. Isn't there? No, that's where the bandits were. Oh, I hear a wolf. I hear you. Where are you? Okay, that's fine. It's a wolf. It's not a ward. Oh shit. I heard another goblin. Wow, so many skeleton goblins. Two of them here. Wait, what's there? Oh, those are warriors there. In the distance, I'll see them. I would like to not fight the warriors though, because they're actually a little more difficult. Oh. How am I not hitting it? No, that's where Sakita lives. Okay, let's go back to the farm. Hey yo, Mr. What's your name? Till?
Hey. Well, kiddo?
That's no way for a farmhand to talk to me. Just how often do I have to remind you?
I'm not a farmhand.
I'm not a field hand.
And what do you want here? We have nothing, so you can just leave right now.
He's so rude.
Is that how you always treat your field workers?
Of course, they need that. Whoever doesn't toe the line here gets thrashed. That's the way it goes.
I need to talk to your father.
He hasn't got time, but I'm his deputy. What can I help you with?
I
By
miss
introducing
Deputy.
me to your father.
You're a real tough guy and a good fighter, huh?
The
Yep.
best.
I think maybe I better get him then.
Never mind, boy. I'll find him, I'm sure.
If you say so.
I'm sorry about the bleeding. Hello, Rosie.
you. Everything all right with you?
Well, it's so-so. My back hurts from all this hard labor. What are you doing here? I don't get visitors here all that often. Usually it's either some cutthroats from the mountains or those horrible malicious soldiers from the city. They've been raiding our farm rather frequently lately, but you don't look like you're one of them, or are you?
It's better that there's no children in the game? Yeah. It's better because they would have to make all of them essential and unkillable. Because if they are killable, this wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. The censors would have a field day with it. Even like just the fact that you can attack a kid, even if you can't even do any damage. I know that a lot of people were upset. Not a lot of people. Some countries were upset, I think at Fallout, that you can shoot at children.
What are you doing here?
I've been asking myself that for several years. Sekab, my husband, has fallen out with everyone in the area by now. He's in debt everywhere, and so he steals goods from Onar's stocks and sells them in town. By now, he's accumulated a fortune with his underhanded dealings, and he works our field hands until their backs break. His own people call him nothing but slave driver these days. I'm not particularly proud to call myself the wife of Sekab. Believe me,
In Skyrim?
sometimes I wish the barrier were still in place. Would you like to buy something to eat? Or perhaps something for hunting in the forest?
In Skyrim, you can't damage the children, but you can attack them anyway. And there were people complaining about it. It's a weird discussion. I mean, it does kind of make sense. But it's a weird discussion, and like it's a difficult topic because you can have realism without having children in the game, because where do people come from? There are children first. They are not people. So it would make sense for the children to be in the world, but if there are children, people are gonna attack them because they're annoying. And a lot of people say, oh no, video games cause violence. Yeah. Which is obviously a lie. If someone has a problem, then the fact that they play video games isn't gonna make it worse. Games without children are never a problem because they cannot break your immersion. Yep.
What can you offer me?
What do you want?
A bone bow. Oh wow. Well, those are pretty strong things. This is kind of the thing that I don't like about Night of the Raven. That it made all of these things, all of this equipment readily available. That's really, really strong, like this dragon slicer here that we've picked up.
Barrier?
Well, it's the dome that used to enclose the old Valley of Mines. Many of the farmers and workers who committed a crime back then were simply tossed in there, and they never came back.
Why did the militia attack you on your farms here?
Because there's nobody there to prevent them from simply plundering our farms instead of buying our goods. The king is far away, and we just have to put up with working for Onar and hoping that Onar will send help when we really need it.
In Gothic 1, there's a few decent weapons you can buy at the beginning. And I think in further chapters, later chapters, you get to buy stronger equipment. They can beat Lee with a nice block and get the second best two-handed weapon in the game. Yes, but the thing is, I have no problem with beating someone up to get their weapon. That's what I did. I beat up... I arranged an accident on the swamp to get a light two-handed weapon. And that's how we got a two-handed sword. But without beating up a one of those Templars, you don't really get a chance to have a two-handed weapon.
What does Onor's help look like?
Sometimes we receive warning in advance when some militiamen are planning to pay us a visit on their own account to rob us. Then we send somebody to the old landowner to ask him for help. And then usually, it doesn't take long for the mercenaries he pays to come here and chase off the militia. But when all is said and done, the mercenaries aren't much better.
Have you ever been at the barrier?
No, we only heard about it. Bengar, the farmer on the high pastures, can surely tell you more about that. His farm is quite close to the pass which leads to the Valley of Mines.
Because Gothic 1 is designed that way. Like you're meant to start as a one-handed fighter and progress to two-handed weapons in the second half of the game. Yeah, and I kind of dislike that about Gothic 1, because you basically only have two choices. Either become a mage, or become a melee fighter. Ranged combat is still very strong, but you are forced to kill one guy with a two-handed weapon anyway. So it's kind of like, okay.
How can I get to Bengar's farm?
Go ask Balthazar. He's our shepherd. He sometimes leads his animals to graze on Bengar's pastures up there. He'll be able to tell you how to get there.
Keep your chin up.
Take care of yourself and don't let them get to you.
What are you doing on my land? There's nothing here to steal. Clear off.
Isn't there a piece of land in this blasted country that doesn't belong to anyone?
Go to work. Then maybe someday you can call a piece of land your own. But until then, kindly loaf around somewhere else.
Listen.
I don't have any work for you at the moment. Now go.
Yeah, we're gonna have to beat him up a little bit. That's fine. Let's drink a small potion. Maybe two of them.
Hey. How are things?
Ah, a new face here on the farm. Has the old skinflint finally granted me an apprentice?
I'm not an apprentice.
Oh, I see. I'm not as young as I used to be, you know, and I've been waiting for a replacement for years. You aren't here because the neighbors are annoyed, are you?
If you want to start as a two-handed fighter, you're screwed because it takes 70 skill points to train the two-handed skill and only 30 points to master with one-handed. Yeah, but because of the way Gothic 1 was made, you don't really need to level up your skill. If you wanna be able to do damage, it's totally fine to just go for strength and not care about anything else. It's easy. Getting to 100 strength, totally doable and no problem.
What's the work you do here?
Oh, I guard the sheep, and I've been doing that for as long as I can remember. The animals are very loyal and very smart, you see. If you treat them well, they'll follow you for a lifetime.
Have you seen any bandits passing through here?
I certainly have. They passed along the edge of the field near Sekob's farm and entered the forest to the north. If
but I killed them.
my eyes didn't deceive me, they were also dragging a young woman along to the forest. I really hope they left her alone. Well, I'm just glad they stayed away from our farm.
You need less of the first year of training for the combat to be enjoyable? I mean, I did okay without the training.
What's the trouble with your neighbors?
grass on this side of the big field is always so stunted and dry, so I mostly go to the big pastures of the other farmers. Ooh, the landowner doesn't mind, but Bengar, the farmer on the high pastures, always makes a big deal out of it when I take the animals up there. He says Sekab should pay if I take his animals onto Bengar's pasture, but Sekab won't spend a measly coin for that, so I can't go up onto the plateau anymore.
Maybe I should talk to Bengar.
You do that for me? What will you tell him? I mean, I don't want any trouble, you hear?
We'll see about that.
I don't think I'm gonna have to beat him up.
Where can I find the high pastures in Bengar's farm?
Follow this path and cross the big crossroad. If you stick to the right, you'll see a big outcropping of rock. Behind that, to the right, are the high pastures and the pass.
Everything else all right?
Oh, I can't complain. Thanks for asking.
Okay, you know what? Let's make a proper save, because... just in case. What about this guy? Is this guy gonna try to beat me up?
So where are we headed then?
Are you the foreman here?
I'll give you one upside the head, you rascal. If you want to go ambling across my land, you'll pay me 5 gold coins, or you're in for a good thrashing.
Ha!
Your land? Are you the farmer here?
You can bet on that. Why else would I make you pay me a toll? I don't mind if you go ask the others about me.
Forget it. You won't get anything from me.
Then I'm afraid I'm gonna have to tan your hide.
Oh, really?
Come on and try it then.
Well, in that case...
Okay, that's a little bit more fair. Oh, wow. Wait, did I? Oh, let's load this one. That I just did, because that was after conversation. He's kind of tough. He does like 150 damage with the crits. So... he's got this weapon. I mean, with a normal hit. Wait, how strong is he? If he's got this... does he have like 100 strength?
So
Come on and try it then.
well, in that case...
Yeah, he's like a level 20 guy. Because we got 200 experience points, and I think you get like 10 experience points per one level of the enemy, if it's human.
Don't you try that again.
You want to fight again?
So, still got that big mouth?
Don't beat me, please. I'll even go back to work, okay?
Yeah, go back to work. You lazy bum. Oh, you have a name?
Wait
Hello.
a minute. How's it going?
You're not one of us, huh? I'd get out of here if I were you.
Why?
This wasn't a paradise before, but at least we were left in peace as long as we did our work for Sekab. But lately it's become unbearable. Bandits are everywhere, field raiders destroy the entire harvest, and the landowner is getting to be pretty brutal.
Oh, we can talk to the farm boy. Oh.
Are you afraid of the landowner then?
You bet. If the landowner doesn't like people's faces, he sends his mercenaries after him, and that's the last you see of them. So we prefer to keep our mouths closed.
Shouldn't the mercenaries take care of the field raiders?
I don't know what they're being paid for, but certainly not to help us common people. The field raider problem is left to the small farmers who rent the fields from him.
How do you protect yourselves against the bandits?
We don't. We run away. What else?
Keep your chin up.
That's not so easy if you're working for Sekob, the slave driver.
Let's go talk to him. Bandits rapier, huh?
There's this guy who demands a toll from every passerby, claiming he's the farmer.
Yes, I know. That's Bronco. He does whatever he wants. Not that I haven't pounded it into him 1,000 times
yeah, sure.
that he should finally get back to work.
But
He just doesn't do it. My father's quite annoyed with me that I still haven't managed to persuade him to go back to work.
maybe I can help you.
Do you mean that? Okay, listen. If you can get Bronco to go back to work, I'll pay you, shall we say, 10 gold pieces?
Oh yeah.
What do you say?
You have your man.
I'll think about it.
Suit yourself.
Maybe...
Oh wait, I selected the wrong thing.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
But hurry up about it.
I did beat him up though. Oh, where's Bronco again? There he is. Come back, Bronco. He's already full health.
Hey, you! Sir?
Don't. I'll even...
I think he bugged out. Now it should be okay. Oh, yeah, we already had that conversation with him, so I don't know why it didn't. Oh, okay, good.
Bronco's back at work.
Really? That's terrific.
Yeah, and now I want my cash.
Well, business is business, right?
Okay, how much do we need? 3,220. Okay. Let's do this, because we're right here. There's no reason not to do this. Push the button. Time has come to push the button. Also get some healing herbs, because why not? Oh, that was so dumb because I screwed up. How are we supposed to properly kill this thing? Yeah, there's no way. He attacks so quickly. Yeah, not gonna be able to do this. It's basically a machine gun. Getting an actual sword. Yeah, we could let the farmers kill it. That's true. An actual sword isn't gonna help me much though.
Still got it.
We almost get the experience points. That's okay. That's okay. It was like what, 100 something. So strong though. The biggest problem is gonna be the one next to the farm in the southwest though. Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do anything with it. It was 100 something, 180. That's not worth 180 experience points. I'm just gonna say it. That should be something like 400. Because the way he attacks, he doesn't get staggered. So I guess you would be able to do it only with a, I don't know, with an ice block spell.